Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a two-handed parry tank. A lot of people in my Discord have been talking about their ideas and how they would go about being a two-handed parry tank. This is just my opinion on how you should do it. It's a very cool tank. It's the only tank that you could do as a two-handed weapon and you just look like a badass. That's the main reason why to go to two-handed parry tank. Also, this weekend I haven't recorded any videos, so this will be the first one. Because PoE season came out, I did my league start, grinded a ton. My brain has been busy, let's just say that. Sorry for lack of content, I guess, but we're back at it. It's Monday, gotta get the grind back going. But anyways, let's get right into it. So, let's just go over what I started and carded. So we got Aspect to the Monkey, boom. 2% dodge, right? Now this is not really why we take this, although dodge is very good for this build. We take this for this reason right here. Reduces the damage done to you while active by 2%, 2 times, so 4%. Defensive stance, every tank, right? Threat, reduce damage taken. Righteous Fury, same thing, threat. And then Thunderclap, obviously. So Thunderclap is actually really good as a two-handed because it does more damage. It does 60% more damage with a two-handed weapon equipped. So it's pretty, this thing will be your top damage. This will be your main button you want to press on CD, everything. This thing is going to be nutty. And then what I carded, also, did they change this? Because this wasn't, these carded and things were like all over the place. It would be like one card that I started, another card that I start, and then like a carded card, like one of these up here. So now it's like in order and it looks clean. Anyways, so what we carded, Devastate, mandatory for the build. It's Sunder Armor, but with damage attached to it. And as a two-handed parry tank, that thing's gonna actually do so much damage because your weapon's gonna be nutty, right? It's a two-handed big. Ghostly Strike, also very mandatory for this build. When we press it, it gives us 10% parry. Only if we have a two-handed weapon equipped, and these are for my last build, so we're not going to take either of those. Yeah, so let's just go over what my leveling REs are going to be. So I got a couple pieces of gear here. So we got Natural Disaster, increase your threat generated by nature damage by 25%, really good. And then we're just going to run Crackling Thunder. That's it. Like, these are the only two you need. Everything else is just a plus. You can run, you know, Blaze Aura, which is really nice. But these two right here, like, this will get you so far. You'll never lose aggro. The only thing that's going to suck with leveling as a two-handed parry tank is typically they're a little bit more squishy. Actually, they are a little bit more squishy. They're so squishy. While leveling, it's going to be rough. You're going to want to buy BOEs to really, you know, smooth out the process so you're not just getting one shot all the time. It should be a fairly easy run, hoping. But yeah, those are the only two that you really need while leveling. Just put those on your both trinkets and then, yeah, pray to the Jeebus. Also, does anyone see this, like, bar on the right side? That looks so weird. Look at this right here. What the heck? I just gotta find a group, and I am leveling with 2 friends, the same friends that we did in the other video. But we just gotta find some more people in Aura, and we'll get leveling. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Instead of running around the mountain, they're jumping over the mountain.
I've never seen this. I almost have 50 prestiges. I've never seen this. Hell yeah, dude. All right, that's level 10. Earthbind Totem, Hammer of Justice, and Smite. I'm gonna keep those purple slots up. We're gonna take Smite. Ooh, level 12. Conjure Water, I guess. Pog. Oh my goodness. Level 14, Evasion. Do we go Evasion? I think we need to go Evasion. I'm going to go Evasion.
I just got Wind Shear.
Ooh, an interrupt. The Horn.
You might be dead.
Oh, I'm 100% dead.
Yeah.
Try to get there. Nice. Oh my goodness, the cards. Level 18, a taunt, Pog. Oh my god, more cards. What is happening? Okay, I got a kick. No way, dude. I wanted kick's OP, but I think we go overpowered. I'm gonna YOLO it. All right, Ghostly Strike. There's our carded ability, level 20. All right, level 22. We got Riposte. Ooh, I don't personally like Riposte, but it does generate a lot of threat. It also reduces the cooldown of Ghostly Strike, so I think we're gonna take it just in case.
Too stuck in, bro. Too stuck in. You're too slow.
I am too
Stuck
slow.
in, bro.
I need my bots. Try to put my abilities on my bar. All right, that's level 24. Slow fall, Pog. If you're not sweating, is it even a fast run? All right, 26. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Heroic Strike. Let's do that. Tie that to every ability. Dude, I have cards waiting and we just keep pulling. The Bears. Bear necessity. Bear. All right, let's 29. Ooh, Seal of Command. Maybe. No, we're gonna go Arcane Explosion. That'll help with our aggro. Wait, let me put it on. And that's 32. Oh my Jesus, we're leveling Omega fast. Starfire. Sunder Armor, easy until we get Devastate. All right, 34, Ghost Wolf. We're gonna take steady shot there. 36, Hand of Freedom. Wait, shield wall. Oh, we don't have a shield. Damn it. Hand of Freedom though, Pog. All right, 38, Ghost Wolf again. We're gonna take the res. Res is always nice to have when the healer dies. 42, we're gonna take Holy Light. Oh, another cards. Water breathing's always fantastic. Lol. Level 44. Here we go. Moonkin form. Tank chicken. I'm gonna take. No, it's not good. Yeah, look at the Groots. Ah, yeah. Not today. Blessing of Freedom OP. Level 46. Portal Mastery. I'm gonna keep that open. Portal Mastery is pretty good. It's all right. Shadow Word Paint.
Ryan, where are you going? What are you doing?
Auto walking.
Good
No,
job.
you pulled more.
Well done. And I'm gonna have tread on all of it.
And we just all got stunned.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was
I was on Ryan chickens, bro. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, Ryan. Why would you pull that? Stuck on Band-Aid brand, cause Band-Aid stuck on me. That's level 49, Trank, Pog. That's level 51, which means, hey, I rolled life tap at 51. Devastate. Now we swap out Sunder for Devastate. Still need to roll a Revenge, because Revenge is mucho importante for this build, but it is a common, so pretty likely. 52, baby. Bear form, Pog. 54. Let's see what we get. Hand of Protection. Nope. Chain heal. Let's go. Boom. Level 56. Manatite Totem again. Detect traps. Let's go. 58, baby. Ice block. Wait. Ice block dismant. Damn it. Alright, I guess we take ice block. 60. And damn, I'm getting so many terrible cards. I hate when you have to choose between 3 purples you don't want. Alright, I guess we'll take Hammer the Righteous. Oof. That was 40 minutes. That's not bad. Alright, what we get out of our prestigious cache? Let's take a gander, shall we? Alright, let's see. Boop, boop. Ooh, tattered leather hood. Okay, not bad, not bad. Unfortunately, this is not my bear tank. What else we get? Compound power. Is that a sign? A lot of people in my comments have been asking for a compound power build. Anyways, a lot of Hunter fans in chat. Can I ask why so many people enjoy playing Hunter? And do you play Hunter on retail? Anyways, all right, back into this. Both of these are all right. I'm just gonna bloody jar them, see if they sell for anything good, you know. Bloop, bloop. Very fast run, 40 minutes. Very elite group, but I mean, I was chilling. When you're in a group with like so many like top end DPS that just want to get to 60 so fast, you're not even tanking. It's just a free ride, honestly. It's great. All right, so let's go get the Hands of Fate. We have 3,800 Marks of Ascension, so it should be a decent amount of cards. We just need Revenge. Another defensive would be really nice. I mean, I'll take Shockwave as well. We can do Tools of War. And just as a small tip for any newbies, when you go to my spec, make sure you know what spec you're on. So right now I'm on active 2. I'm on my 2nd spec. And then when you go to buy Hands of Fates, make sure that you're buying the right one. See how this is spec 1, spec 3? It says I have spec 2 down here that I can actually confirm and buy. When I first started out, I accidentally bought spec 1 not knowing, and then it says you can't use it because we're spec 2. Right, so just keep that in mind. Man, they need to, when you're mass buying these cards, they need to like mute this guy. Hi, how are you doing? Hello? Hey, hi. It's really annoying. Alrighty then. Sorry. Probably making it more annoying. Alright, so we got 39 cards, 30 skill cards. There's a couple purples that I'm looking for in the skill cards. I'm gonna use all of these. So let's just spam it all. Come on, baby. Come on. Please? 1 purple. Okay, feels bad. All right, 39 cards. We're hoping for Revenge, a defensive cooldown, and I think that's it. Anything else will be just gravy, you know? Icing on the cake, cherry on the milkshake. I don't know what other sayings there are. Scorch, Curse of Doom, Arcane Shot. We're not going to take anything. If I can lose evasions for something better, that would be fantastic. Also, we took, the last couple levels, we took some talent options, some choices that we didn't want to really take, so got to keep an eye out for those as well. Another not good one. Come on, baby. Frost Armor, insta take. Slows the attacks of every mob that hits you by, I want to say it's 15%. So they're hitting less, which means we're taking less damage, right? It's fantastic. Preparation. That'd be cool. Feign Death, not really good for a tank. Kind of defeats the purpose. Adrenaline Rush. I don't think I've ever seen this. Damn, this would be good for Bulwark. Really good, actually. Whirlwind. We'll actually take Whirlwind over Water Breathing. Aspect of the Viper. Cause range reduce. Okay, no. We can't use any of these. So we're just going to take nothing. Shield Block, also a fantastic ability, but No shield, because we're cool like that. Fear Ward. We are undead. If I wasn't undead, I would actually seriously consider Fear Ward. There is a bunch of dungeons that has a bunch of fears. 30 cards left. Hellfire? Hellfire tank? Okay, we're going to unlearn Hammer of the Righteous. Perfect. So that's an extra talent point for us, as well as opening our slots up for more blues. Not going to take anything there. Also nothing there as well. Fear Ward again. Eviscerate's not terrible because we do generate combo points with Ghost Strike, so something to like spend it on would be good. I think Slicing Dice would be better personally, but Eviscerate's not terrible, so if we can learn that over something bad like Regrowth, then I'll 100% take that. What else we got? Nothing good there. 25 cards left. We haven't been getting that good of stuff. Still looking for Revenge. Revenge is kind of mandatory for the build, and I'll explain why after. Holy Wrath is really good for getting threat initially, so we're going to take that over Chain Heal. Picklock, fantastic ability. Anybody that watches my channel knows that I love Picklock. It just comes in clutch. Not going to take anything there unless we can lose something. Yeah, see, we're gonna take away Ice Block. That's big. So now we have a higher chance of getting legendaries. I'm hoping we get something good. We're getting low on cards here. Cold Blood, nah. Not going to take anything there. Come on, please. Revenge, please. It's a common. There's no way, right? There's no way, right? Right. Pummel. An interrupt. I'm pretty sure we can only have one on at the same time. Only one type of armor spell can be active on the Warlock at once. Yeah, Frost Armor would be under that category. So, 14 cards left. Revenge still needs to be acquired. Can you imagine we not roll a common? Please. Please. I'll be very sad. Wind Fury. We are going to take that. Yeah, that actually sounds fantastic. Ooh. Oh, actually, we don't need Thunder. Never mind. Yeah, we're unlearning that. Yep. We have Devastate. Does the same thing plus damage. Damn, this build's actually turning out pretty decent, too. I think it's a pretty much insta prestige if we don't get Revenge, though. For sure. 9 cards left. Divine Sacrifice. 30% of all damage taken by party members within 30 yards is redirected to the paladin up to a maximum of 40% of the paladin's health, times the number of party members. Damage which reduces the paladin below 20% health will break the effect. This isn't terrible. It just reflects all of the damage that would be taken on everyone else to you, just in case you do lose aggro. I don't think I'm going to roll anything better, but unfortunately it does take a talent point as well. You know, I think we're going to give it a shot. I've never played with it. It does sound good in theory, so I think we're going to give it a whirl. Deterrence. Deterrence is not bad, although you're not able to attack during it. Removes all stun effect from you. Also increases your parry chance by 100%. Reduces the chance to range attacks. I would rather something better, like the 50% reduced damage for whatever 6 seconds is. But we're running out of cards, and I'm going to take Deterrence. Unless it tells me that I can't. No, we're definitely going to take it. Over Detect Traps. It's better than nothing. But it's looking like it's going to be an insta prestige. I could run a couple dungeons and hope to get Revenge, because it is a common. Like, technically I should have seen it by now. Aspect of the Pack. So this increases your movement speed of your party members, so it's pretty good when you run back. I think I might take that. It's just it's a nice little thing to have. Wind Shear as well. Alright, so we're also going to take an Interrupt. Okay, I'm getting all the purples in the world. We'll take that over Eviscerate for sure. 3 cards left. Come on. Slice and Dice. Wow. Okay. I'm getting literally everything that it's actually might be worth to just keep going until I get Revenge. This is unreal, actually. Unless I get it right here in the last 2 abilities. Another Interrupt? I got Pummel, Kick, Wind Shear, and Counterspell. What? What the heck? There's some runs where I don't even roll a single Interrupt. We also got Blessing of Wisdom, which, I mean, I'll take it, right? It's just, it might not specifically help me, but other people. So, Riposte, I really don't, I think it clutters up the rotation, personally. It is good. It does generate a ton of threat. It also does reduce the cooldown of your main defensive that you keep up, Ghostly Strike. However, it claims the same proc as if you got a Revenge. There's like a small window where you're able to press both of them, and that feels really awkward. As well as Riposte, you're spending more time trying to get your Ghostly Strike off CD. when you should be spending more time revenging and thunderclapping to hold that aggro and get that DPS going and all that. So personally, I think I'm going to untake Riposte and then just go into improved Ghostly Strike, which just increased the duration of it. So we have a higher chance to proc that in the zone RB. So we're gonna learn that, get a free talent point. This is our last card. If we roll Revenge right now, I will be giving away a Conquest of Azeroth on this video. Okay, this is it right here, the moment to shine. Okay, we got no purple. Okay, this is it right here. Boom, Serpent. Boom, Frostbolt. Boom. Damn it, the build is so good, and it's a common. I think the play is to just keep it as it is right now, and then just potentially roll later. I think that's the play. Although this video is going to be a little wanky, right? Because you need revenge. It's very nice. I'll show you the reason why. This enchant right here called your sword and board talent now resets the cooldown and reduces the rage cost of Thunderclap instead of Shield Slam. Now, what is sword and board, you ask? I will show you. Right at the bottom here. Bloop. Increases the critical strike chance of your Devastate ability by 5% times 3. And your Devastate or Revenge ability deals damage, and it has a 10% chance of refreshing the cooldown of your Shield Slam ability. So when you spam Devastate or Revenge, now it resets your Thunderclap. So literally the playstyle is Revenge, Devastate, Thunderclap, Revenge, Devastate, Thunderclap, Revenge, Devastate, Thunderclap. And you just constantly get these big boy Thunderclaps that just do so much damage, right? It also dispels one magic effect, and it's reduced by 100%. It doesn't cost anything, as well as the threat is going to be increased by an additional 20%. Now, we do have Devastate, and I think that's going to be enough for now to get enough chances to proc the free Thunderclaps. However, you do want Revenge in this build. So just for this video purposes, get Revenge. I still think it's worth to card Devastate as well as Ghostly Strike. Like this video, I didn't have any like golden skill cards. I just did it as a normal person, newbie, that you can get any of these cards. You just talk to the guy, he gives you Ghostly Strike, he gives you Devastate. Those are the best odds. Personally, I think those are more mandatory than a Revenge. And then you just hope that you roll a Revenge. Now, if you want it in a perfect world, golden skill card Revenge, there you go, boom, bang, boom, right? Then you're able to just get everything. But I just want to show you from the point of view of someone that might not have all of the skill cards, might be new. This build is very, very reliable, very good, and very easy to roll. I'm just going to go do my talents, get my full set of gear on, change out my REs, and then we'll go over why I chose the talents and the REs and etc, etc. All right, so I'm finished my talents, I'm finished my REs, I got all my abilities on my bar, I've opened up with the book. Let's just go over why I chose them, maybe some options that you have if you have better gear, etc, etc. All right, so first off, we have 2 points in Aspect Mastery. Just gives us 4% reduced damage while active, really nice. If you have an additional 3 points for whatever reason, you can get 3% additional dodge, but I just don't currently. We also went into Ret. So right now my gear is pretty bad. Like it's okay, it's 65 eye level, but I have like, you know, these shoulders are green. I just sauced them on. Like it's really like I'm full of purples, but it's not quite honed, if you know what I mean. Like my hit rating is only 24, 2.4% chance. Now that's not including the 3 points into precision, but it's really not that good. So if you have better gear, obviously you don't need this. So right there, just so I'm able to hit everything, I put my 3 points into Divine Strength. We also took 3 points into Improved Righteous Fury. Additional threat, really nice. Also flat 3% reduced damage taken, really good. 5 points into Reckoning, 5% parry. Definitely need that, but 15% chance after being hit or avoiding any melee attack. Your next 3 main hand auto attacks will generate an additional attack, which as a 2-handed parry tank, because you have a 2-handed macho sword, you know, Omega Chad, this does a lot of damage, right? So it's very good. 3 points in the Light's Vengeance gives us another 3% parry chance, as well as when we parry, it does holy damage to the attacker, which does a hell of a lot of threat. So this is really good. If you happen to roll Fortitude, improved Fortitude, stand buff is really good. This build is, you want to prioritize stamina over almost everything, as it will probably give you your best bang for your buck. So yeah, improved stamina if you happen to roll that is really good. And then like I said, we took 3 points of precision to help with our hit chance because it is so bad. But as you get better and better geared, you're going to need to rely on this less and less. So you can put any of these points somewhere else, like improved slicing dice. So it's additional attack speed as well as additional duration if you happen to roll slicing dice, attacking more, especially if you roll Wind Fury like we roll, like that's got to be really good for that. Endurance, because we did roll Evasion, which is really good. Reduces the cooldown by 60 seconds. So now it is a 2-minute CD instead of a 3-minute, as well as increases our total stamina by 4%. Now, unfair advantage, when we dodge or parry an attack, we strike back 100% of our main hand weapon Can occur more than once per 2 seconds. Now this works really well with the enchant in the zone, so that we're getting that magic absorb shield, and then hopefully we have our ghostly strike active at the time, so then the shield is tripled, so we're really not taking magic damage. This is mandatory for the build if you want to run this specific set of REs. Then we went into setup. Now it gives us a 100% chance to add a combo point to your target after dodging or parrying their attack or fully resisting one of their spells. We're not really taking it for that, although that is really nice so that we're able to keep up that slice and dice or eviscerate or, you know, whatever extra stuff you wanted to do. But we're taking it for the increased duration of ghostly strike so that it widens the window so that we are able to proc the in the zone more with the tripled shield instead of the normal shield. So I think this is a really solid option. You are also able to, if you prefer the riposte playstyle with reducing, like maybe for like single target rating, this might be better, then you take 3 points into improved riposte. So that gives you 3% parry as well as additional threat on ghostly strike riposte. And then also riposte reduces the cooldown of your ghostly strike. So it's up more often, so you're taking less damage flat out, right? So that's kind of why I'm giving up this, because I don't think we're gonna have a problem with the threat. The damage mitigation is nice, but to me it just feels weird playing with it personally. And then like I said before, you are able to go into nether protection if you have another 3 points available. This will just really pushes that spell damage reduction thing, but that option is yours. What you want to do with those extra talent points once you get rid of, like, get some better hit gear, that's, you know, up to you completely. Whatever you're struggling with, even if like some dungeons are magic damage, like Scholomance is really heavy magic damage, then you're able to just untalent and then retalent into somewhere else, right? Just make each run easier. And then majority are points, so we take 3 points in deflection, 3% parry, 3% stamina. Also reduces our chance to be critically hit by 3%. And then you gain damage reduction against direct damage spells equal to 33% of your parry. So realistically, you want parry and stamina on almost every single one of your piece, preferably. It is hard to stack parry. It does take a while. Only active with a two-handed weapon. Iron Will converts 25% of your strength as parry rating and gives you 100% chance to gain 50% reduction after dealing damage with a Mocking Blow. If you happen to roll Mocking Blow, this is just even better, but for whatever reason I never roll Mocking Blow, this is Mocking Blow. It just turns it into a 2-minute CD, which is really nice because it doesn't take a talent point either. Just makes you take flat 50% reduced damage, also taunts the target that you're hitting. This is unreal for two-handed parry tanks, but if you don't roll it, you don't roll it. If you do, if you have a card, that's fantastic as well. So we lost the points in anger management and we're putting that on RE. And then last but not least, Tactical Mastery increases your armor contribution from armor by 40%. Big. This is my favorite part of two-handed parry tank, is you stagger 30% of the damage taken from any physical attack against you exceeding 10%. So any bonk that does more than 10% of your HP is staggered over the next 10 seconds. It's fantastic. It plays kind of like a Brewmaster. You can even do a Dominable with this and increase the healing taken by 10% while stagger from Tactical Mastery is active. It's up more than you think. And then while you are affected by Last Stand, your Tactical Mastery capsule and staggers an additional 10% of the damage. So it buffs it even more. With this build, you're actually able to play around a lot with the REs, depending on what you roll. So that is really cool. And then we got 5 points in an adaptive defense, because dodging is actually one of our core defensives. Dodge, parry, they're very key. We can't block, right? Defensive rating is good. I just don't know if it's 100% the stat you want to go for, because of the fact that it increases the block chance as well, which we don't use, right? You can kind of decide that for yourself. But when we dodge, we get 5% reduced damage just flat. And then we take 2 points into defensive stance, which increases our defensive stance damage reduced by 5%. And then as well as when we block, parry, or dodge, we have a 100% chance to become enraged, increasing our physical damage caused by 10%. Which means our Devastate's going to hit harder, our Ghostly Strike's going to hit harder, etc., etc. Really nice. Also, any flat damage reduction is just great. Sword and Board for that RE that we're going to be running. Already explained this. Refreshes the cooldown of our Thunderclap. Then we're taking Thunderstruck. Now, this can be swapped out depending. Also, when I do get Revenge, I will be taking Improved Revenge. So if you roll Revenge, 100% take this. It makes your Revenge hit 2 targets. It also makes your next Devastate after Revenge hit 2 targets. So you're like Revenge, Devastate, Thunderclap, like I said before. This is 100% what you're going to be taking if you roll Revenge. I just don't have Revenge right now. I'll probably swap Thunderstruck out for that. But right now we're just taking Thunderstruck for the increased damage threat of Thunderclap by 30%. You would also take this if you happen to roll Shockwave as well. See what I mean by you're able to like swap, you know, kind of freely. I feel like this build has a lot more wiggle room because of the fact that realistically your defensives come down to these 3 nodes right here. Like, these are basically all that's required. Everything else can be kind of maneuvered, which is really cool. Makes it a very nice theory crafting video. Basically any like DPS version of this, you can just put so many points in the tree that makes it just really nice. So let's just go over the REs that I chose. So we got 3 punctures, which is just increases the threat generated by our devastate by 4% times 3, and also reduces the cost of these. If you're not struggling with threat, you can do multitude of other options, but I feel like I'm probably gonna have maybe some difficulty, so I'm just gonna test it out. We also got 3 points in anger management. Bop, bop. Well, maybe, oh no, that 3 down here, which makes us generate rage, just flat them out. See how right here I'm capped out at rage? It means that you don't have that awkward phase when you're going into the dungeon where you need to hit a couple mobs before you're even able to thunderclap. However, you probably only need 2 of these points. I just didn't put another one in. I probably could just do another improved thunderclap. However, so our main REs that we're using is in the zone. So when our unfair advantage procs, it gives us a shield. If we happen to have ghostly strike active at the same time, the shield is tripled. Really actually sick. This is really only one of the only tanks that has like an active magic mitigation, which I think is cool. Plus like the shield looks kind of cool as well. Crackling thunder. This is really nice because most of our damage and most of our threat is coming from thunderclap. We're just trying to get that thunderclap reset so we're able to clap. Boom, boom. This is like a clap and build, right? It's great. This does generate an additional threat and it does a ton of damage the more mobs you pull. However, if you are really struggling with threat, then you can just take natural disaster. Just increases the threat generated by your thunderclap by 25%. So if you're really struggling with threat, you can take that. And then sword and thunder is mandatory for this version of this build, so that your revenge and devastates are resetting the cooldown of thunderclap instead of your shield slam. Blade master, overall pretty bad. You can go heavyweight with this build. I'm just trying to keep it simple for the newer players. So basically the way that this works, when you parry, you gain 3% armor for 20 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So 15% armor, which is really nice. It's nice, but at 5 stacks, you empower your next ability to use, consuming the stacks and granting an additional effect. So when we're at 5 stacks, now we can use devastate, riposte, or shield slam. We don't have shield slam. That's part of the reason why this RE is kind of trash. But most of the time, well, specifically in this build, we're going to be using it on devastate. It just deals more damage and reduces the target's armor. If you did happen to go the riposte route, increases the damage staggered by your tactile mastery by 10%, which is also pretty nice. But that's more damage reduction. I'm kind of going more for a kind of beginner thing. You really don't need that much damage reduction for mythics. You might want to go that route for maybe mythic plus or rating. Then we also got 3 points into weapon expertise, which I think is very important. Expertise, for anyone that does not know, reduces the chance to be dodged or parried. So it's basically hit chance, but instead of your ability to hit, now it reduces their chance to dodge or parry your stuff, right? Which is equally as important. And then for the last 2 points, we just did improve thunderclap, which just increases its damage by 6%, 3% each. So we're overall pretty good. And then we got 1 point in deflection, which just gives us a flat 1%. I wish you could stack this. There's also a stamina one as well called survivalist that actually does stack, so you can get 3% from that. So there's tons of wiggle room. Like you could take 1 point away from anger management. You could realistically lose the thunderclap and just stack 3% additional stamina. Like there's so much wiggle room that you're able to customize the way that you feel like it should be. But yeah, so those are the talents. Those are the REs and the different options that you have. Yeah, we're just gonna go right into a dungeon. I think we're gonna do a heroic. I'm not entirely sure. If we have a mythic, I'll definitely show it, but I just want to kind of show you how the build plays. Typically, I'd probably just re-prestige this right away because I didn't roll revenge. However, the rest of my abilities are so good. An interrupt, we got hand of freedom, we got wisdom, we got aspect of the pact, we got our evasion, we got a res, we got our ice armor. Right? We got our slice and dice, we got our holy wrath, we got whatever the hell this is. I don't even know if this is good, but it sounds good. Then we also it's just overall so good, and because of the fact that revenge is common, what I'm gonna do personally is swap my specs because I have 3 specs on this guy. Farm out the marks of ascension on a different tank. Although this is completely doable to farm heroics and mythics. I think this will be completely fine. Revenge just gives it that extra chance to make thunderclap reset. I'll just probably farm the marks of ascension on my other tank specs and then buy the cards for this and then hopefully roll revenge. And then that's it. So yeah, let's just hop into the dungeon. All right, so this is a mythic strat service gate. All right, first boss, here we go. I'm doing 800 DPS, so like parry tank for single target is so good. Like I really don't think you need those talents. They give you increased threat on your ghostly strike. So we'll start to pull off with a holy wrath, help generate that threat. And you're basically just devastate spamming. Now you would also be, revenge spamming if you had it. But you're devastate spamming and revenge spamming for a thunderclap resets. You just clapping cheeks, baby. I'm so slow right now. Then you just want to make sure you're keeping ghostly strike on CD so you can proc those unfair advantage shields. There's one right there. It's so good, dude. So the Banshees are actually a good example to see how much damage we don't take. Now that is a downside to the build. If you get silence, you can't use Thunderclap, so in this dungeon it's actually pretty rough. But you just gotta rely on your Revenge and Devastate spams. It's not terrible, but I want to press this Divine Sacrifice thing if I lose aggro. Yeah, I'm gonna press it now. Yeah, I interrupted that one. Let's go. Look at that. Free resets, boys. Oh, another free reset. You're just clapping all day, baby. Oh, okay. He says we're ready to go. We ready to go. What? What? He wants to kick you, bro? This guy doesn't know, dude. This guy doesn't know. Fresh group. Man, I really don't understand people. First off, it's a fucking mythic. Chill the F out. Second, don't pull in front of the tank. That's just annoying. I don't care if you can tank it. That's literally my job. If you take away my job, then I just feel useless. Way easier when I can actually hit the boss. 3,300? What are you doing? Nice T-Mog. Thanks, man. Look at this guy being a nice guy. My B for pulling. There's good people in Ascension. There's bad people in Ascension. Yeah, that's why. That's so OP. Dude, the proc rate of just having Revenge, so many more Thunderclaps. Essentially double my Thunderclaps. Damn, I mean, I'm holding aggro against 3k. Like, that's pretty good. And this is against literally 3 of the most meta builds in the game. I'll take it. Dang, you guys are also very close. There's some pretty good DPS in here. Open sesame. This side is way harder than the other side. It's a good showcase, you know? This dungeon's actually relatively hard. No, the fact that I can still hold aggro against people that are doing 3,000 DPS with no Revenge, literally essentially double my reset chance of Thunderclap, is actually insane. And I'm not even taking increased threat on my Ghostly Strike, which is also insane.
I need to figure out how to fix the mana issues in dungeons for this build. So I can roll a couple more cards too.
Well, this guy's like all lightning and shit. That's so cool. I missed my interrupt, lol. Takes interrupt to interrupt things. It just misses interrupt. Just for some food for thought, you can take last stand and not miss pressing last stand. Bro, 50, 100 burst? I'm trying, man. My hit chance is not even capped out. Note to any DPS that plans on playing a meta build and actually rolls it. Go fade. Go fade. Oh, he said nice transmog because we're rocking the same T-Mog set. I just noticed. Deterrence! Deterrence is okay. The other one's so much better, but it's like leveling and everyone's just doing triple your damage. Quadrupled? 5,100? Okay. Yeah, if I had Revenge, dude, the procs, it would be so much. So many Thunderclaps. So. Alright, this is gonna be hella healing. I'm deterrencing. It's gonna run out. Oh, but yeah, keep that in mind. You know, don't have Revenge, so I'm not getting as many Thunderclaps procs. However, you know, it's still pretty good, and these DPS are absolutely insane, right? As well as keep in mind that the healer is also doing a Champion of Justice build, which is a lot harder to play. I'm not entirely sure on the numbers that it pulls, but if you had like a quote-unquote normal healer that's just spamming Healing Touch or spamming, you know, Regrowth, whatever it is, it would be a lot easier to heal me, as well as I haven't had the buffs this entire run because I just keep dying. We're dying because of a multitude of reasons, but I just wanted to showcase you. This build might not be ready per se for Mythics, but you know, I can still get it done as long as everyone's chill. Also, you do have to keep in mind these DPS are like Mythic plus level. Like these DPS are insane.
Too, I just didn't.
Deterrence. The resets. Make sure you keep that Ghostly Strike on CD. 4,400 DPS. Lol. Can't remember the last time I had all 3 DPS being worth 3k. Like, deadass. Cheers. GG's. I think we can buy, after we hit this quest, I think we can buy more Marks of Fate. Hands of Fate, sorry. Let's see. Let's hand this in. Nice. We can buy 6 more cards. Watch us roll of revenge now, dude. Okay, this is it right here. Alright, 10 cards. Rain of Fire. Ooh, I'll keep that. That's actually pretty good. Before we do that, just to recap though, that was a mythic strat. Pretty hard. It's the harder entrance. It's the surface entrance. I do have, you know, not that good of gear. My hit chance is really not that good. It's kind of just strength stam stuff. Like, we have some decent trinkets. They're okay. You know, this just gives me 200 armor. It's all right. But the big thing to note about that dungeon is it looks bad, okay? But you have to keep in mind that look at this DPS. This is the DPS in the last fight. Like, that's disgusting. And they were doing that shit every pull. The fact that I was holding anger without going to improve riposte, which gives us the increased threat, 20% increased threat on riposte and ghostly strike, as well as not having revenge, giving me more thunderclaps, is actually absurd. This build is, the potential is so high. And the bossing, like the raid bossing, I think is perfectly where a two-handed parry tank fits in, because of the fact that of Indomitable, and if you get hit for 10%, it just staggers it, which means like big hits are like, you know, a bunch of tiny hits, which is really nice. But yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, so let's roll these Hands of Fate. We're gonna get revenge right here, Hellfire. But overall, pretty happy with the build. As soon as I get roll revenge, I'm gonna be like, we're gonna be straight chilling, dude. Divine Sacrifice is okay. It's not bad. Do I think it's better than like multitude of other things? Is it better than Sweeping Strikes? No. Is it better than Blade Flurry? No. Is it better than the Last Stand? No. Is it better than Shockwave? No. You know, there's a multitude of things that would be better, but is it good if you roll nothing else? Yeah, it's fine. I think it's okay. Because I actually want this to be my one and only parry tank, because all the other stuff is like so primo, I think I'm gonna lose it here. And then hopefully, like I said, farm on my other spec. Revenge, please. Ren's not terrible. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Por favor. Please. Exorcism. Alright, that was the last card. Alright, so that's the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching.